Hey everyone and welcome to Storytime. My name is Jake and today we are going to be looking at the subreddit r/pettyrevenge, which is like pro-revenge, but it's for the little things. If you're new around here, please do hit subscribe down below so that you never miss out on another video. But for now, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some petty revenge stories. Stranger sneezes in my face, fails to apologise, so I scuff his new shoes. This literally just happened, and I'm still on the same train that this event occurred. So, in the UK, the train system is questionable. So, I've had to deal with a fair amount of crap whilst using the train pretty much daily. But this is where I drew the line. I have just finished work, so was travelling for the weekend. I boarded my third train of the day, my final train. It was a fairly busy train, but I managed to get a seat. I was sitting opposite a man who kept constantly looking at his new trainers, sneakers for you Americans, whilst wearing earphones and focused on his phone. Journey was going fine until the guy opposite me decided that his phone was far too important to cover his mouth while sneezing. He sneezed fairly aggressively. Pretty much the entire contents landed on me, mostly on my face and even in my eye. He didn't even acknowledge the fact he just expelled his body fluid onto me. You may think, maybe he didn't notice. Trust me, he knew what he did, just didn't care enough. Other passengers sitting around me appeared shocked, but in the very British manner, kept to themselves. I noticed that he had a pair of Apple earphones. Now, I know that these are not noise cancelling, so in my anger, I proclaimed, "Disgusting, dirty bleep." Yes, I know I shouldn't swear in public, but consider the circumstances. He then continued to ignore it and act clueless. I could tell he knew. This is when I truly took out my petty revenge. The bogeyman stop arrived and he had to walk past me to leave the train. To enact my revenge, I put my legs in the way and stood my muddy boots all over his fresh trainers. He just sighed and got off the train. Petty revenge complete. Still absolutely disgusted with his bodily fluid still literally over me. How can you sneeze onto someone? That's disgusting. Like if I sneezed onto someone, I would just like curl up into a ball of shame. That would be just disgusting. Skin bleaching? I'll do you one better. I'm Pakistani Asian, and since I was a kid, people have been obsessed with my skin tone. It's what they comment on first when they see me. "Oh wow, so pretty, your skin's so white." Absolutely gross. It's completely messed up how obsessed with lighter tones these people get. This is mainly extended family rather than my immediate family. One of the older women in my family came over to my home and said to me that I need to protect my skin tone and that she had some cream I should use. She hands me a face cream and I pay no attention to what it is. She leaves and I read what's on the face cream. It's skin lightening cream. She had given me stuff that would bleach my skin. So, I put the cream to the side and instead go out and buy some of that instant tan spray. I get to work and soon my entire body and face is a beautiful golden brown. I knew she was coming back over the next day, so I wait. And as soon as she saw me, she actually yelled out. She asked me what I had done, and I said, "I don't know, I only used your cream." I handed her the tub and she threw it in the bin right away. I don't know if it made that much of an impact, but she's fairly old and gullible, so I'm hoping she'll stop handing out skin lightening stuff. I'm pretty sure it was only like in the Tudor times when people wanted white skin, and is it like a cultural thing? Because people in like America and England, from my experience, want like darker brown skin, like we want to get tanned, but I guess it's different in Asia. Take my cheese? Have fun losing your video games. This story starts with my housemate. We can call him Tommy. Tommy is a funny young man, and he loves gaming. He loves staying up late and he certainly loves his food. Ever since I moved in, I started to notice my sliced cheese that I use for making my daily sandwiches dwindling faster than it should. I always use 2 slices per bread, and I have 2 slices a day, 4 in total. A pack has 16 slices, meaning I go through a pack every 4 days except Sunday, where I don't eat dairy or gluten. Anyways, I started to notice my cheese ending 1 or often 2 slices short, something that in years of buying the same cheese, the manufacturers have never messed up. I investigated. When I heard Tommy creep into the kitchen late at night looking for a gaming snack, I would slowly creep out of my door and suddenly enter the kitchen. Bam! I had caught him red-handed, slice of cheese in hand, chewing the other. Tommy was startled. He panicked. "Oh, you scared me, man, haha, creeping about and stuff." I didn't mention the cheese. My past affirmations were correct. Not even 10 minutes later, Tommy went back into his gaming cave. I checked Discord to see him playing his favorite game, League of Legends. I log into an account I know just to see him logged in and in a ranked game. Tommy, had you not betrayed my trust and allowed my cheese to be safe inside the communal fridge, I wouldn't have to do this. I loosen his Ethernet cable ever so slightly. I hear a slam. He's angry. I reconnect the cable as he frantically loads back into the game. I look back 15 minutes later and see defeat. Ha! For the next 2 months of our remaining tenancy, I disconnected his games about 3 or 4 times a night. In the mornings, he would complain about this frickin' internet. I also noticed his rank had changed from Gold 1 to Gold 2. Oops. Take it from someone who has really bad internet and who used to play competitive games like non-stop. That sucks. Like, it is the worst feeling in the world. And 3 to 4 times a night. I feel for the guy. Owner's PA keeps snitching on me. Okay, fine. This is all about the owner and his PA. PA is personal assistant, HR is human resources. So I was salary, and as such, I was allowed to come in a bit late sometimes and leave early, when you let HR know. It was never a concern for anyone but the owner, who was only in the state 2 days a week. HR has asked us to send an email if we were going to be late and to list why. Not to be disciplined, but just to let them know. This wasn't a problem for me. The personal assistant is supposed to be on site at 8 AM with the rest of the office staff, me, finance, and the personal assistant. The PA was almost never there at 8, surprise. So it was up to me to unlock the building since finance didn't have the key. If we were late by like 5 minutes, we didn't need to send an email. Just if we were going to be more than a few minutes behind. Well, one time, I was about 10 minutes late and I had emailed the HR lady and let her know I was going to be late. She said that was fine as PA was already there. So, I arrive about 10 minutes late and get to doing my work. I receive an email from the owner saying that I need to be on time every day. My schedule is 8 AM to 5:30 PM Monday through Friday. This was an odd email, so I went to the HR lady who I'm very good friends with. I asked her if she told the owner and she said no. Considering the HR was the only person I told I was going to be late, I knew it had to be PA since finance was off that day. Plus, he was a chill guy, avoided confrontation when possible. So, me and HR wanted to see what the owner had PA doing for him. We didn't like her to begin with, and we didn't trust her. HR said to come in late the next day by 30 minutes and not say anything. I came in 30 minutes late, and again, I received an email, this time tagged to HR as well. Me and HR disregarded the email. A few days passed, and PA didn't come in until like 9:30. I asked her where she was, as she didn't communicate to me or HR that she wasn't going to be at the office at 8 AM. This is only important to communicate, as I'm an on-call person and could have been at a store fixing something at 8 AM and no one could open the door for finance as HR doesn't show up until 10 AM. She said none of my business. That was not the correct answer. Over the next month, I kept a tally of each time she was late and what time she came in and left. She is salary as well. I sent a good 20 late or early departures to the HR lady, and she was not happy about this data. Me and PA got pulled into HR office, and HR let me confront PA about her emails and her time punches. She shrugged us off as she was protected by the owner, in her words. This didn't sit well with me. The point that pushed me off the edge was that I had a call to take care of at 8 AM. I had communicated this last night to PA and HR and finance. PA said she would be there. At 9:30, finance calls me and asks if I'm going to be coming in soon. I told him yes. Sometimes he asked me to get coffee from Dutch Bros for him, which I'm happy to do. He told me that the personal assistant wasn't there and HR isn't going to be there till 10. Needless to say, I was pretty angry and called HR on her cell phone, and she was as angry as I was. Of course, nothing happened to PA. So, next time she was late to come in with no notice, I emailed everyone. The office staff, the owner, HR, all the district managers, and all the assistant district managers. In short, calling out PA and her practices. There was a DM meeting being held that day anyway, and all the district managers talked to me about the email. Turns out, PA got a write-up for all the late time. I could hear PA crying in the HR office. The owner didn't confront me either, as I had, in a way, called him out on his practices in front of his district managers as well. I don't even think I have to comment on that for all of you to know what was going on between those two. I read a story like 3 days ago or something where the exact same thing was going on, and it is pretty clear, isn't it? Hey everyone, I hope you all had a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you want to check out some other videos, then click on screen right now or check out the playlist down below. If you enjoyed that video, then please do leave a like. And if you want to submit your own stories, then you can do so by joining the Discord in the top link in the description. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.